Hello friends and welcome. I am back in the Bronco and back to dashing. I am mid double stack delivery, pickup and delivery. It's 2 Asian food pickups and 2 drop-offs. I've already done the one that was PIN number required handed delivery. I am currently on my way to the next delivery. It was $6 for less than 3 miles, which is the only reason I picked it up. Would I do that again after actually having picked up food from those 2 locations? No, because both of them I had to wait for. So, if nothing else, I'm getting paid for a learning experience. I'm not even into my zone yet. That was as soon as I turned on dashing, going from the boys' house, I got that offer. So, haven't even made it to my zone yet, and already making money, which I guess is a good thing. So I am going to drop this off and hopefully I get a better offer as soon as I am done with this delivery. It's been about 5 minutes since I dropped off that last order. The guy was actually blowing his yard. That sounds weird. Doing the leaf thing. Oh look, here we go. We got another. No, I don't want to do this. My gosh. All right. Sorry. So I've gotten 2 stocked offers back to back. The first one was a Food Lion Zaxby's stack, $22.50, but it's 14 miles because it's a double pickup, shop for, double deliver. If it was just the Food Lion one for that amount of money, I might have considered doing it. But the reason why I declined it was because it was a double-double. And because of the fact that it was 41 items. We got another one. What's this one? This one is better. Yeah, this one's better. I'll do this one. The other one was, again, another double stack, double delivery. But the pay to the amount of time and also the amount of effort to put into that wasn't there for me. It was like $8 and some change and 5 miles. That's also no. The one I just accepted because this thing is still going while I'm trying to talk to you guys. The one I did accept, $18.58, less than 6 miles. It's a McDonald's pickup and a shop for Food Lion. So double pickup, double delivery. The reason why I'm accepting this one is because of the fact that it's 3 times $3 a mile. Still 34 items for Food Lion, so that might bite me in the butt, but we'll find out together. Grocery order is secured. Thankfully, it was one of those where I picked up the McDonald's, dropped the McDonald's off, and then went shopping, because that poor McDonald's person, if it was not that way, would have had very cold food, because this shopping order took forever. I was excited when I initially pulled up to the Food Lion that it looked like it was, because it said it was like over 30 items. It was multiple quantities of the same item. The problem is that I had to get substitutions for 2 of the items. One of them was because the customer picked the wrong thing. Picked a thing of mixed nuts, and then there was a message that said almonds only, please. And I'm like, so as soon as I saw that, I messaged him and was like, does this mean you want just a package of almonds and not the mixed nuts you ordered? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. Which one of these do you want? And I gave him all the options that were close in price range to the thing that he selected. And then I did all the shopping because I have learned not to wait for their response and to just keep going. They still hadn't messaged me by the time I had gotten to the very last item, which was that item. And then I was like, hey, I'm going to refund this if you don't tell me which one you want. And they're like, okay, I want this done. And so then I had to go through the whole thing to do the substitution, which, by the way, counts against me because I couldn't find the item that they wanted, even though the item that they had actually asked for was not the item that they actually wanted to buy. It's very frustrating. So yeah, it's now 2 hours into this, and I still haven't finished my, I guess second order, no. Yes, so second order, fourth delivery. Yet, I am on my way to their house, and this is not going well. I think by the time I do this delivery, I'll have only made $24 in 2 hours, which is $12 an hour. So I should have just said no to this, even though it was only like, it's $3 per mile, but the amount of time it's taken me to do this was not worth it. And it wasn't just this delivery, it was also the McDonald's order. The McDonald's order took 10 minutes because no one would talk to me. And this McDonald's is not normally like that. Normally this McDonald's is like on it. But today there was like 3 times as many employees working, and none of them wanted to talk to me. Like, I could see the order sitting on the counter. Well, that's not true. There was a McDonald's employee that talked to me, and he was like, "Hey, you do DoorDash?" And I was like, "Yes." He's like, "Is it the method?" And I was like, the method for what? And then he walked away from me. And then he came back like 5 minutes later, and I'm still standing there. Of course, no one else, he was on his break, I'm guessing. And then he's like, "Hey, is DoorDash the method?" And I'm like, "I don't understand your question. The method for what?" And he's like, "For making money." And I was like, "That depends on you." Do you like shopping for people? Do you have a reliable means of transportation? It's like, I do a lot of shop and deliver orders. I rarely do food delivery orders. But I average between $15 and $20 an hour. And he was like, "Oh, I only make $13 an hour here at McDonald's." And I'm like, "Okay, well, it's like it's up to you, dude." It was this last hour of everything, this whole order has been weird and taking 2 to 3 times longer than it's supposed to. So I'm gonna deliver this food, and then hopefully things will be better. It's a hotel delivery. 5th floor, but at least I don't need key card access in order to get this elevator to work, which is nice.
Oops, sorry, excuse me.
Orders dropped off, got a $20.25 shop and deliver. Again, another stack, double pickup, double delivery. I'm selecting this one because one, it's $2 per mile, so there's that one. Second of all, I already wanted to go to Lowe's today. I have a return for myself that I want to do at Lowe's. So they're basically paying me to run an errand and do the shop and deliver. Yes, I will take that all day long. Also, this one's going to end right by my house. So this will allow me to go home and take care of some stuff as well. So immediate save, hopefully, for this DoorDash experience. Because like I said, the last hour has been rough. And the fact that I've already done 4 deliveries, technically, and 2 orders, and I'm averaging $12 an hour is atrocious. So this one's a lot better. The Lowe's is only 3 items. The Aldi shopping offer is only 10. Also, it's still pretty early in the day, so both places should still have everything. I know on Sundays, if I take shop and deliver offers later on, like after 4 o'clock, most stores are sold out of whatever the person wants. But hopefully this hour will go better than the last one. Okay, so I wanted to jump in here and state that, in my personal opinion, DoorDash did a dumb and was scheduling the Aldi shop before the Lowe's shop, which doesn't make any sense to me because Aldi's is a grocery store with perishable food. It is 85 degrees outside. I do have hot and cold bags, but why would you schedule someone to shop and for the perishable items before the non-perishable items, so the perishable items can sit in a hot car while you do the 30-minute shop for the non-perishable items. That doesn't make any sense. So what you can do in that instance, or what I've done, it's going to affect my metrics as far as like not picking some crap up on time. I'm perfectly satisfied to mess up that metric in order to make sure that the customer actually gets safe food. So what you can do is go into current dash and select the pickup. So that's what I did. I did select pickup for the Lowe's pickup, and then I said jump to this task. So that's what I did. So that's why I'm shopping now for the stuff for that customer, and then I'm going to go do the Aldi's because it just makes more sense and is safer for the customer. I don't think that's this thing. Oh God. This is wild. I don't know if this is the right thing or not. I guess this is it. 1 1/4. Diameter, flexible spot hose. There's no thing for this.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you, dear. I officially have no idea what that person is going to do with 1 1/4 inch spa hose in an apartment, in a second floor apartment. But I'm just there to buy what he wanted and deliver it to him and try not to think about it too hard. But I was correct in that the second drop-off that I just finished is actually right by my house. So I've paused orders and I'm gonna go home and shower, take care of my cat, change, and then come back out. I was able to actually do both deliveries early of changing the order which I did them because of the traffic flow between going from Lowe's to Aldi is much easier and faster than going from Aldi to Lowe's. Not only that, as I mentioned earlier, it's safer for the customer because their food's not going to be sitting in my Bronco in 85-degree weather. Even in a cold and a hot bag, it's just better overall. And it turned out to be even better because planning everything out properly made it so I was able to complete both deliveries faster. So I'm now at 3 hours and $44 and some change, which brings our total to $14.89 per hour. So it's gotten better. Not at the $20 per hour I like to be at. $18 to $20 is where I prefer to be at. More is better, of course, but we're gonna take a break and I will be back out here once I've had a little bit of home time and reset, and I will see you guys in 25-30 minutes. Hello. As you guys can see, I have showered and changed. I do feel a little bit better, mostly because I accidentally got into what I was doing and forgot to refresh the pause my orders, and so my dash ended. And that is because I decided to pack orders for my book selling business, my reselling business, and that took a little bit longer than 20 to 30 minutes. So my dash ended, but you know, it's Sunday and it's in the afternoon now, so it's busy again. I just hit dash now. And I'm only gonna dash as long as it takes me to get to the post office to drop these orders off. And you're like, it's Sunday, how are you dropping orders off? Well, one post office in my area has a package drop off where you just put the boxes or bags or packages in the chute and they go away. So that is what I'm gonna do. It's Sunday, so sometimes it's full. If it's full, then I'll just, you know, keep it until tomorrow and then ship everything off tomorrow. I would just rather everything get shipped off, you know, first thing tomorrow morning versus like when I get around to it tomorrow afternoon. And this way I will get into my happy place. It's basically, I'm trying to do an errand while going to my Dasher happy place while I'm on my way to the boys' house, because honestly today has been kind of suck. Sundays are either really, really good or really, really bad. And because this is turning into a really bad Sunday, I'm kind of just of the mindset where I'm just, you know, calling it quits. I don't really need to make a certain amount of money. Like, yeah, $80 would have been like perfect, but I'm not going to spend another 3 hours, because that's how long it took me to make $44. I'm not going to spend another 3 hours doing this, because that means I'll be dashing until 7 o'clock, and I have other things to do, to be honest. I have nothing but mad respect for people who DoorDash or Uber Eats or Grubhub as their like main source of income. Y'all are freaking rock stars, because that level of stress I could not deal with at all. So this is just like a nice way to like pay a bill or two, and it's normally really fun and interesting what people decide to pay other people to do for them. I just think it's fun. So I'm gonna go to the post office. Oh, we got a dash. It's a double dash. It's $13.25 for 2 pickups. I'm declining that for sure. Absolutely declining that. Because one of them is a Wawa pickup and the other one is a Walgreens shop and deliver, and it's 8 miles for $13. No, I'm not doing that. I love how you're like, oh, hopefully I get an order, and then I get an order and it's like, but yeah, I'll let you know when I get a better offer than that. Or if I just decide, if I don't get any good offers, then I'll show you the stuff I declined before I get to the boys' house. Either way, you know, that's what this video is. That was quick. So, $20 shop and deliver stack, Petco and Food Lion, a total of 13 items. So 11 for Food Lion, 2 for Petco. So that should be pretty chill. That is to say, if this Food Lion has everything. This Food Lion consistently by 4 o'clock, which is what time it is now, is out of a lot of stuff. So hopefully they didn't request a bunch of fresh stuff or like meat, or we're gonna have problems. Hello. Oh, it's a 4 count. This one. There we go. Look at that. I found it on my own. That's amazing. $90 count. I'm so smart.
How you doing today?
Good, thank you, honey. And then one more.
Awesome.
Thank you, sweetie.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. No worries.
$62.52 is your total.
Okay. So I was pretty quickly able to find the 2 puppy items. I didn't know they made THC chews for puppies, but maybe I should think about getting some for my puppy. I'm not, but so I've picked up the stuff for one order. I'm going to drop off my shipping, and then I'm going to go to the Food Lion, and then that Food Lion order is going to be as fresh as possible. And it just makes so much more sense. Sometimes you have to look at that as a dasher and make the executive decision for yourself what makes more sense. Unfortunately, you can't really do that if it's both items going to the same person, because DoorDash will actually send the food order and the grocery order at the same time. So even if you do the grocery order before you do the food order, that food order is still going to be sitting that amount of time. So it's better to have it be sitting in your hot bag than for it to be sitting on a counter somewhere under no heat or not having any preservation of the food, if that makes sense. So it really only works for stacks, but taking that little extra mental power, I think, is worth it. Or not, you do you. I can't tell you what to do. It's the internet. You do whatever you want. But I feel like this is going to work out really well both times today. So I'm doing all the extra work for DoorDash and not really reaping more reward for it. But, you know, at least the customers are happier, right? So that means more people will choose DoorDash because they're having a better experience. We're going to try to stay on the positive side of things today. We're going to try to stay positive. Probably the easiest grocery pickup I've done, where it was more than like 10 items. And that's because half of the items were literally a bajillion pieces of broccoli. It's like 5 broccoli crowns and then like some rice. So whoever this is going to have broccoli, rice, and some butter for dinner. Super easy shopping. Another instance where, again, it just makes more sense to have rerouted it the way I did, because not only was I also able to grocery shop for myself because I'm going to the boys' house right after this is done, it makes more sense to do a loop this way than it does to do the go here, go here, go here, go here. DoorDash, get your stuff together. So hopefully these drop-offs will go as easy as the 2 shopping orders did, and I will get a good order going towards the Boyd's house, and this will be a much better end to a previously very frustrating day. Put it on the chair, since that's how the door opens. First delivery done. That guy like opened the door literally as soon as I took the picture, which is a little awkward. But I was supposed to do, again, the grocery order was supposed to be done first, then the Petco, and then drop off the grocery, and then drop off the Petco delivery. I was supposed to drop off the grocery delivery even before I switched everything, before 5:10. It's 5 o'clock. So I did that drop off 10 minutes early. This other delivery needs to be dropped off by 5:41. It's 5 o'clock. Like, how long is it supposed to take? I mean, granted, the second delivery drop off is a bit of ways, but I mean, that's gonna take me 10 minutes maybe to get there. So yet again, I am completing this order by rerouting it and switching when I do stuff 30 minutes before DoorDash initial delivery. Oh, that pool looks disgusting. I wonder if they're renovating that. It's the Beachmont community pool. Has not been open all season. Looks disgusting. I wonder if they'll like just shut it down, or if they're just doing some renovations to it. I don't know. Considering that's been like a fixture at Newport News for such a long time, that would be disappointing and sad if they just like, if it's done. But yeah, just by like knowing the area, like changing how I do my route from what DoorDash wants me to do, I'm saving both myself and the customers 30 minutes, and also making sure the food's fresh and that I can actually get my own personal errands done at the same time. So it's a great end to my day, and again, I'm getting a lot of stuff done today in addition to like making some extra money when I do it. It's just so weird that DoorDash does things poorly. But if you have been, once you get some dashing under your belt, I'm able to, now that I've got some dashing done under my belt, I'm able to, one, have the confidence to change my route when I have stacks like that, and still feel confident I can get things done in a timely, if not more timely manner, while also running my own errands, but making money at the same time, or making more money at the same time, because time is money. So by redoing everything, I'm able to get more in my time. So I'm going to drop off the second delivery and see if I can't get another delivery that will get me to the boys' house, and maybe get me a little bit closer to that $80 mark that I wanted to get, because when I finish this dash, I'll be at like $64. So maybe I'll get a good last hurrah. I would like that. Oof, I just had to decline an offer. So the reason why I declined this offer, it's $20 and some change. Oh, what is this order? Oh, that's having me, no. Good God, no! Twice in a row, I get 2 orders that break my heart. Okay, the first order I would normally accept, because it would take an hour to do, and it's shopping order, and it's the more than $2 per mile. I love doing shop and deliver offers. Oh my God. Okay, this one I'll accept. Great. Okay. I didn't accept that order because, one, it's going to take over an hour to do. Although it would end me where I want to be, but I wouldn't get to the boys' house for another hour. Actually, another 2 hours because of the timing. The second order, also none I would normally accept if I wasn't trying to get to the boys' house, because it's taking me literally the opposite direction, even though it's a good offer. The offer I ended up accepting is actually ending more towards the boy's house, and it's decent offer. So 4 items at Five Below. It is taking me like kind of a roundabout way, but it's okay. Again, that's something you have to keep in mind. Like, if I was just like dashing for the rest of the night, I would have happily taken either of those other 2 offers because they were good offers. This offer that I did take is also a good offer. I would have rather have done the shop and deliver, honestly, more. But I don't want it to take another hour to get to the boy's house. So this shop and deliver will hopefully only take another 30 minutes, and I'll still get to the boy's house before 6. So, and it'll get me to like $70 some odd, which is closer to where I want to be as far as like ending the night. Literally only 4 items. Took me so long to find them. I'm literally doing laps in this store. I hate shopping at Five Below. I shouldn't say I hate shopping at Five Below. I hate shopping at that Five Below. The one over at the tech center is so much smaller and more organized. That one, like, I couldn't find stuff because, one, the batteries were like right by the registers. I didn't know that. Also, all of the batteries were so it had like this big thing that you turn with all the batteries. All of the batteries looked empty except for the very bottom 2 bits by the base. Except for like the bottom 2 like little pegs by the base. So like it literally looks like there's no batteries. And then one of the items, the personal massager, was supposed to be with the electronics, but then I actually I couldn't find it in the electronics, the accessory section. And then I looked what it actually said, and it said it was a sports massager. So then I went to go look in the sports section, and I found it. Also, the Twizzlers was, so there's a section where it says like share size only, all right? So it's supposed to be like the big items, but they had stocked the regular size there and didn't stock the regular size in the regular size spot. So this stuff was in the wrong spot. So I'm frustrated because like what I thought was going to be like a quick in and out, because I would have been able to have found everything at the smaller one way faster. It took me way too long to find everything. It should have taken 15 minutes to find 3 things. So I'm gonna go drop this off and be done, because I can't do it anymore. I'm hopefully still going to be able to get to the boy's house before 6. I feel like I should have just taken the Food Line and the Aldi offer at this point, because I would have made more money. But who knows? That would have given me more opportunities to have things go wrong. I'm hungry. You know what? That's what it is. I'm getting hangry. It is time for me to go home, make dinner for me and the boy, and do some video editing. That's what needs to happen. Delivery done. It was on me. I didn't realize it just said handed to customer. I should have realized in the area that I'm in for the delivery that it was gonna probably require a PIN number. It's okay. He grabbed it from me. He was super nice. He gave me the PIN number like literally after I drove away. But I just went ahead and was like, couldn't get the PIN number, blah, blah, blah. The guy's got the stuff. That's all that matters, is that the customer actually has all the stuff. He gave me his PIN number. I didn't enter it, but the messages are there. The important thing is that, my messages are there. So there shouldn't be any issue, because he did provide me the PIN after I had already delivered it. So there shouldn't be any issues. But after that delivery, after everything's said and done, I made a total of $72.08 for the day. Am I short the $80 I had hoped to make? Yes. But it's been a day. I'm done. I am going to be able to get to the boy's house before 6, which is really what I wanted, what I cared about, because I've got a lot of stuff I need to do before I go to bed tonight. And you guys get a video out of me. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope your all's dashing was better if you are a dasher than it was for me today. And I hope that if you don't dash, that you enjoyed watching the video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye!